Hello you lot. As you know, I'm not really on social media. I feel that sounds less and less convincing every time I say it, but I'm not. I'm off social media working on my next big thing. But you guys, it's spring and the garden is looking amazing, and I just had to show it to you. So this is a quick mini vlog, and then I shall go back to working on my next big thing, which I'm hoping to tell you about sometime soon. But I don't want to waste the garden because it's looking really beautiful. Our nasturtiums are coming in wonderfully, and oh yes, and you know that bush that Dad chopped back and Mum was just so upset about, well, it's starting to look quite good, and I guess by summer it'll be really full of itself. And our irises are coming in really magnificently. Oh, and of course we have to go and see the crown jewel, the bluebells, which between you and me are not looking the best because you have to move very fast. The beauty of a garden is quite fleeting, but of course, as I have mentioned, I'm working on my next big thing. But they still do look quite pretty, but as you can see they're starting to lose it a bit. But we get a good showing of them down here, and I do love them. Interesting fact, the superstition, which obviously I don't believe, but I think it's rather sweet, around bluebells is that if you wear a wreath of them on your head, you are forced to tell the truth. And, well, wouldn't that be marvellous? We could force all our politicians to wear bluebell crowns. Oh, we might get some very interesting speeches, but I do think aesthetically perhaps we shouldn't, because not everyone would look good in a bluebell crown, would they? But it would be rather jolly. And oh yes, so the bluebells are looking really nice. And oh gosh, I should go down and show you this iris. We popped him in the back, and he's actually rather pretty. I don't know why I always think of flowers as being boys. It's rather illogical, isn't it? But I do. So he's looking rather pretty. He's sort of yellowy cream colour, but he has the most lovely purple sort of embroidered on the edge of his bottom petals, and I think it's rather lovely. And oh yeah, that's an ornamental pear that's starting to bloom. Personally, I think we should have got actual pear trees, but Mum said she didn't want the fruit flies. Well, I mean, I'm sure there was something we could have done about that, because I love pears. But anyway, we got ornamental pears. Oh yes, and the other reason I'm coming up here is you have to move so fast with spring flowers. They look like they'll be there forever and then they're gone. And I completely missed the magnolias around the neighbourhood, and there were some gorgeous magnolias, but I missed them. So here's the Banksia rose, or the Lady Banks rose, or the Lady Banksia, which I call it, which is actually incorrect, but looking quite wonderful. And remember I told you that I said to Dad, please don't cut it back, because I want it to look messy and all over the place because it's so beautiful. Well, now you see how it looks, and it's really quite wonderful. And usually I'd be out here picking it and making videos about arranging it, but I'm very busy with my next big thing. Oh, and I love how long it goes. Look at that. Like, is it the word tendril, I think is what I'm after? Possibly. It's just all a bit extra, isn't it? And I do love it. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Just the sort of thing Ruthie likes. Oh, now, we have seen the flowers. As you know, we're quite good with flowers. And as you know, we're quite useless with vegetables. So, now that I've boasted over our flower collection, let me show you our pathetic vegetable garden. Yes, look at that. Yes, indeed. Oh, you can see the... I do think yellow roses growing over a yellow brick wall is really pretty, don't you? And, oh yeah, these are later roses. They will start up later, the big white ones. Yeah, so we have this manky thing that some animal is eating. I suppose, a snail. I can't imagine our cats are eating them. I mean, the cats. I mean, they're not really owls, but they think they are. And we have this, I think that's a lettuce, and I think that's an endive. And there's another endive. You see, we're really pathetic vegetable gardeners. But, oh, you guys, this is like, this is Dad and me's, let me say Dad and me. This is what Dad and me did when Mum was in New Zealand. We cleared out the garden, and, well, when I say we, I mean Dad. I'm not actually very practical. Dad did it, set it up, and I watched him. admiringly. That's sort of my contribution. I'm good at watching things admiringly. And we have this little shade cloth for the shade house that we're... Ooh! That we're growing seeds in. And it's just rather exciting. And it's rather exciting to have them all popping up. And Dad was all for not labelling them because he thought it would be too much hassle, but I had the idea of going and getting some of my artist's tape that I use for taping down my illustrations, and I drew the labels on there, which I think was quite a good idea because we are not such good horticulturalists that we would be able to identify them by their leaves. So that's what's happening. And it's rather exciting, and we're going to get lots of white roses. Can't wait. Oh, and you guys, it's been such a good year for lavender. I'm sorry my face isn't in this. The truth is, I'm not looking very good today. And it's actually freezing cold, so I'm wrapped in a big manky pink dressing gown. And I don't care how much you want to see that. You're jolly well not going to. Our rhubarb is bouncing back, which means I shall make muffins, delicious muffins. My goodness, my rhubarb muffins are so good that when I made them, when Mum and Dad and Rachel were in the UK, I gained quite a lot of weight because I forgot that you can't just eat everybody else's muffins and not have mysterious things happen to your waistline. Nevertheless, it's a particularly good recipe, and I will pop it in the description of this mini vlog. Hello, Stinkin' Sheila. Do you know, we think Stinkin' Sheila might be with child, and before someone gets on my case and says, you ought to have got her fixed, she's not really our cat. So how can you get a cat fixed who's not your cat? She just happens to live in the garden. Okay, so yeah, I know it's not ideal, but we don't really have the power to deal with it. And our lavender ring is coming in just lovely. I want a big, tall, 3-tiered fountain. I think that would be so pretty, but they're rather expensive. So of course we're hoping to find one in a second-hand shop, which could happen because we pray for these things, and you'd be amazed what we've prayed in second-hand shops. But failing that, if the Lord is not feeling that we need a large fountain as much as I think we need one, I would settle for a those kind of clocks that work with the sun. A sundial. I think that would look really pretty there, and I could use it in short films, couldn't I? Like my Goblin of the Hourglass, which is another little short film I made. I had to use some stock image for that. I'd rather use my own little hourglass. Not hourglass. Why am I saying hourglass? And this lavender is doing all right, but that strong purple one is just doing magnificently. Anyway, I have now documented the spring garden in Rosebank House, and I feel quite relieved because I didn't want to lose it because it's looking particularly good. And I hope, oh hello Jasper, I hope you're all having a lovely time out there doing happy little things, and even if you're going through stressful times, I sincerely hope you're making time to have a nice little cup of tea. I read once that there are really no situations on earth that cannot be improved by a cup of tea, and I found that such a heartening thought, and I told it to Mum, and Mum's so much cleverer than me. She's like, except presumably drowning. And then I felt all sad because I thought I'd found some sort of emotional crutch to lean on, and of course I hadn't. But anyway, I hope that things are going well with you, and even if they're not, you are in my prayers, because I think the majority of my audience are actually people I know. So yes, you're in my prayers, and I hope things get better, and if they're going well, I hope they stay good, and I hope you find time to have nice little cups of tea and maybe watch something nice on Netflix or read a nice book. And yes, I am still pottering around, and I shall talk to you soon when my next big thing is ready to be revealed. Love you. Bye bye.